Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So Shamu sir, what are we discussing today?
A question that might look a little confusing because there are a lot of things involved out here, but actually if you break it down, it's very easy. It's just a relative speed idea based question and at the end a little bit of basic proportionality. So let me just get into the question here. So we have two cars traveling from different locations at constant speeds. Fair. So they are traveling at constant speed, different locations. Nothing has been mentioned in terms of the location, don't wander on it. So basically two cars are traveling, that's it, on uniform speeds to meet each other after starting at the same time. So starting simultaneously, in order to meet each other, they take 1.5 hours if they travel towards each other. So relative speed idea, right? Towards each other, sum of speeds, but 10.5 hours if they travel in same direction, relative speed, difference of speed. So we're getting an idea in terms of relative speed for the first information that we have. If the speed of the slower car is 60 km/h, then the distance traveled by the slower car when it meets the other car while traveling towards each other. So the second part, I mean, you can just utilize along with the previous information. So the previous information tells us that in opposite direction, if they are traveling, they'll take 1.5 hours to meet. The same direction, they'll take 10.5 hours to meet.
Right.
But they are starting from two particular points, right? So initially the gap between them must be a certain distance, let's say d kilometers or something.
Sure.
And then we have the two speeds, right? So we have something like, let's say the faster car has a speed of f km/h and the slower car speed is given to us. So that is 60 km/h, something like this. So it can move either in this direction or in this direction. So I'm not plotting it as of now because in one information we have in opposite, another information we have in the same direction, right? So when it is in opposite direction, it would be d upon f plus 60. That is 1.5.
Correct.
1.5 hours. And in the same direction, obviously the faster car will chase the slower car, right? So d upon f minus 60, that would be 10.5, right?
Right.
So if you make the division, I mean, so in these cases, I don't think too much. I mean, it's very common sense that f plus 60 will be more than f minus 60, right? So if I make the division f plus 60 upon f minus 60 should be 10.5 by 1.5, not 1.5 by 10.5. So we have 10.5 by 1.5. I'm not reducing this as of now because I'm going to apply component to dividend on both the sides. So applying on the left-hand side, we should get back f by 60 because it is in the component to dividend form. And applying on this side, I have 10.5 plus 1.5, which is 12, upon 10.5 minus 1.5, which is 9. So that is 4 by 3, right? So if the 60 corresponds to 3, so this f should correspond to 4, or rather this f should be 80.
Right.
So as soon as we get this, our job is done. That is what we are looking for, because the question is saying the distance traveled in kilometers by the slower car when it meets the other car while traveling towards each other, right? So when they're traveling towards each other, how much distance the slower car has covered, something like that, right? So two things we have to determine. One, we already determined, that is the speed ratio of faster car and slower car. That is determined here only without even calculating f. But the other thing we have to determine is the total distance that they are covering, right? On the scenario when they're traveling in the same direction. So that can be determined from here. We have the value of f. So just put the value of f. You get d is equal to 1.5 times 140. 80 plus 60, that is. So let me write this a little better. You have 140. So this is 140 into 1.5 is as good as 140 plus 70. 140 plus half of 140. So this is 210. So you have the total distance between them is 210 kilometers. Now the slower car will travel how much? 3/4 of the faster car, because the speed ratio is 3:4, slower is to faster. So in the same time, they will cover distances in the ratio 3:4 as well, right? So the slower car will cover 3 and faster car will cover 4. So slower car will cover 3/7 of the total distance. So 3/7 of 210, that would be 90 kilometers.
Okay, nice.
So basic ratio proportionality idea to end with, but main idea was the relative speed thing, right? It's the same distance between them. So in opposite direction, sum of speeds, you take 1.5 seconds. Same direction, difference of speeds, you take 10.5 seconds.
Right.
So that's it from mine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this question. Thanks everyone for joining in.
Thank you, Ashar. Thank you, everybody. If you haven't yet checked the full playlist containing this video, then check the description for the direct link. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with our daily questions, tutorials, and problem-solving sessions, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to never miss an update. In addition to our daily questions, we also offer comprehensive preparation for CAT and other management entrance tests. If you're looking to excel in these exams, we highly recommend checking out these courses in our website. To get a taste of what our courses have to offer, we invite you to take a free demo. The demo will give you a glimpse into the quality and effectiveness of our teaching methods, study materials, and practice resources. You can find the relevant links in the description of this video. Have a nice and successful preparation ahead. See you in the next one.